Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal star Zinchenko could now miss Liverpool clash. Arsenal may once again be without Alexander Zinchenko for their Premier League meeting with Liverpool. Charles Watts wrote on Goal.com that the Gunners defender is a doubt for Sunday's big top flight clash. Arsenal will make a late call on the Ukraine international, added Watts. If he's not deemed fit enough, then Kieran Tierney will come in at left back. Zinchenko played 73 minutes for Arsenal against Tottenham last week, his first game back from a calf injury. He looked a little off the pace, which isn't surprising as he was little returning to fitness. Zinchenko sat out Arsenal's Europa League win over Bodo Glimt in midweek after missing training in the build-up. Again, this didn't raise many eyebrows as Mikel Arteta rotated his squad for the match. Besides, Zinchenko's absence was deemed precautionary, suggesting he'd have returned for the weekend. However, now he may not be yet back for the meeting with Jurgen Klopp's charges at the Emirates Stadium. Nonetheless, left back is not the problem position it was just last season. Last year, Kieran Tierney's absence ended up costing Arsenal dear in their pursuit of a top 4 finish. Now, the Scotland international is effectively back up to Zinchenko, the statement to the Gunners' strength and depth. That said, it will be great once the phenomenal defender is back amid a very busy schedule pre-World Cup. Arteta has just said he had concerns about William Saliba. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has conceded that there were moments of concern when it came to the future of William Saliba at the club. Saliba spent the first few seasons of his time as an Arsenal player out on loan. There were rumors of discontent over those loan spells, and at one point, it looked like the Gunners might lose Saliba before he even got going. However, last season's brilliant spell with Marseille convinced Arsenal this is a player they need, and Mikel Arteta has told Sky Sports that he is delighted that those initial worries have been cast aside when it comes to Saliba. I am really pleased, and I was at many moments concerned because it was really tricky the way the relationship was established. We bought him and sent him on loan. He came back, he thought he was ready, and we sent him back on loan, Arteta told Sky via Football Daily. A player of that potential that had recognition externally, and how that was going to affect our relationship, but I was convinced that that period was going to benefit much more than staying here. And the moment I saw some signals of what he could do, then we had no doubt he was a player for us, and he was really humble in putting it aside and saying, okay, I understand, we can put that aside, and now it's time to perform. He's been exceptional. William Saliba has gone from never playing a game to being the main man in the back four for Arsenal. Such has been his impact in such a short space of time. The Frenchman has been outstanding, and it's interesting to hear Mikel Arteta say they were concerned in the beginning. Now, though, everyone is reaping the rewards and seeing what a fine player Saliba is. Souness feels Liverpool defender will really struggle versus Martinelli. Liverpool icon Graeme Souness has backed Arsenal forward Gabriel Martinelli to be a big threat against the Reds on Sunday. Jurgen Klopp's charges head to the Emirates Stadium to take on Mikel Arteta's table-topping Gunners in the Premier League. Liverpool sit 9th in the table, having won just 2 of their 7 games in the league so far. Meanwhile, Arsenal have won 7 of 8 in the top flight this term to go top of the standings, and Martinelli, who's still only 21, has played a big part in his side's fine start to the season. He has scored 3 goals and provided an assist so far, and has been a real threat to every side he has faced this term. Martinelli has started every game for Arsenal this season, including in the Europa League, and Souness, writing in the Daily Mail, singled the Brazilian out of praise. He even suggested that Trent Alexander-Arnold may struggle against Martinelli, saying he will need help. Gabriel Martinelli will be a big part of the threat to them at the Emirates, wrote Souness. He has a great feet and looks to me like he's going to be a real player. Trent Alexander-Arnold will need help from his centre halves and midfielders. Martinelli is a real star in the making, and it will be exciting to see how he develops in the coming years. Alexander-Arnold is also a top player who answered his critics against Rangers in midweek. Sunday promises to be an exciting matchup between two exciting, ambitious sides with plenty of battles across the pitch. TalkSPORT pundit backtracks on a brilliant Gunners ace pre-Liverpool. TalkSPORT's Liam Sanderson has been singing the praises of Arsenal star Granit Xhaka after his impressive start to this season. Xhaka has been pushed further forward this year, with Mikel Arteta looking to get more from the Swiss midfielder in an attacking sense, and so far it's paying dividends, with Xhaka popping up last week against Tottenham to fire in the crucial third goal. And Sanderson, speaking on TalkSPORT yesterday, believes Xhaka deserves the credit for coming back from the brink. I want to give Granit Xhaka credit. What an amazing story he's had. 2 years ago, Arsenal captaincy and boot of the pitch, and then he captained the team in the Europa League. Sanderson said on TalkSPORT, I think it's brilliant, and I have been critical of him in recent years because I just didn't think he was Arsenal standard. But he has been brilliant. I think it has a lot to do with the system, but that finish in the North London derby, he dropped the shoulder. We all know he's always had a ping. Xhaka has become one of the most respected players in the Arsenal dressing room. As seen in the All or Nothing series on Amazon, the midfielder seems to be reveling in being one of the more experienced players among a predominantly young group. Granit Xhaka is a prime example of what a bit of hard work and getting your head down can do. He could have sulked and left a few seasons back, but no, he is a man reborn. Mikel Arteta deserves some credit for this as well, but Xhaka is the one who has to perform, and his efforts this season have been nothing short of phenomenal. If Arsenal are to beat Liverpool this weekend, then Xhaka will be absolutely key. Jurgen Klopp says Arsenal have an incredible 21-year-old in their ranks. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp has praised Arsenal star Bukayo Saka ahead of the Reds' trip to the Emirates Stadium. The Liverpool manager, speaking on the Reds' website, described the 21-year-old as incredible. Klopp's charges head to Arsenal on Sunday, hoping to return to form in the Premier League. The Reds sit 9th in the table. They will be up against an Arsenal side sitting at the summit with 7 wins from 8. Mikel Arteta's charges have also won both of their Europa League games so far this term, and Saka has once again played a big part in Arsenal's impressive form. The Highland graduate has 1 goal and 4 assists in the Premier League this term. Klopp, speaking to the Liverpool media team, lauded Saka ahead of Sunday's match. Saka, he said, as transcribed by Sport Bible, since the first day he played, he's been incredible, said Klopp. As good as Saka is, he's not the only threat that Reds will have to contend with by far. Arsenal have put together a superb team, and the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard can all cause trouble. In addition, the Gunners have a strong midfield with Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka in superb form. Mikel Arteta makes claim about Liverpool ahead of Arsenal clash. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has praised Liverpool ahead of their Premier League meeting on Sunday. The Gunners boss, speaking to the Klopp media team, said, "It's clear that despite Liverpool's slow start to the season, the Reds are a magnificent team." Arsenal host Jurgen Klopp's side at the Emirates Stadium, hoping to continue their impressive record. The Gunners sit top of the Premier League table and have 2 wins out of 2 in the Europa League. Meanwhile, Liverpool sit 9th in the table, having won just 2 of their 7 games in the league so far. However, the Reds go into the game on the back of a 2-0 win over Rangers in the Champions League. Despite Liverpool's struggles this term, Arteta has no doubts about the Anfield side's quality. The Arsenal boss was asked what he made of Klopp saying, "Liverpool are a work in progress. Our team is as well," Arteta told the Arsenal website. "I think you always want to get better. You always hear about the weaknesses that you want to improve. Liverpool are a magnificent team." And on the subject of Liverpool's perceived dip in form, Arteta said, "I am not here to judge what Liverpool are. I am here to talk about what we do. I think what they have done in the last 5 years doesn't need any presentation. It's clear. They have been up there in every single competition for the last 5 years, so credit to them. Liverpool may have not been particularly quick out of the starting blocks this season, but they remain a dangerous team. Arsenal will be the favourites on paper, but Arteta is absolutely right not to underestimate them." Jose Enrique wishes Gabriel Jesus played for Liverpool instead of Arsenal. Jose Enrique has claimed that he really likes Arsenal star Gabriel Jesus and wishes he played for Liverpool. The Gunners host Jurgen Klopp's Reds on Sunday in what promises to be a fantastic game. Arsenal are flying at the moment thanks to Jesus and co, while Liverpool have struggled. That makes this an exciting watch and we can't wait. Everybody who follows the Premier League has been raving about how good Jesus has been for Arsenal this season. The Brazilian is one of the biggest reasons why the Gunners are top of the Premier League table and is being hailed by many as the signing of the season, apart from Erling Haaland, of course. Enrique decided to compare Jesus and Liverpool star Roberto Firmino yesterday. Both players' stats in the Premier League this season look identical, 5 goals and 3 assists, but the Spaniard believes they are being treated very differently. However, he quickly admitted that Jesus has been fantastic and claimed that he wishes the Brazilian played for Liverpool instead of Arsenal. He said on Instagram, "One is classed as has been Firmino. One is classed as greatest transfer ever, Jesus. Should Firmino be given more credit? What a player Gabriel Jesus is, by the way. Really like him. Wish he was at Liverpool." We are sure many teams across the country wish they signed Gabriel Jesus in the summer before Arsenal, but it was the Gunners who went in and got the deal done. However, the Brazilian would have been a fine fit for almost every top club in the Premier League, including Liverpool. Jesus is more than capable of playing the role that Firmino does. He is much younger than the Liverpool star as well, and he would have fit in Jurgen Klopp's system perfectly. TalkSPORT man raves about Fabio Vieira, reveals Arsenal might have someone better than Luis Diaz. Ray Parlour has told TalkSPORT that Arsenal fans should be excited about the prospect of seeing more of Fabio Vieira. The new Arsenal signing played against Bodo Glimt on Thursday night and produced a fine display to underline his credentials as a great new signing for the Gunners. Of course, Viera faces a tougher task in forcing himself into the Premier League starting 11. Other players are stirring, and with Arsenal top of the table ahead of facing Liverpool this weekend, Mikel Arteta won't be alerting too much. However, Parlour spoke positively about Viera and revealed how a Porto fan had told him just how good the midfielder can be. "Viera looked good. I saw him in pre-season and he had an injury and he's started getting back. He is technically gifted," Parlour said on TalkSPORT. "I met a guy in Portugal and he was a big Porto fan. He says, you've got some player there in Viera. He's probably just as good as Luis Diaz, if not better." Viera will be hoping to play a part in the clash with Liverpool this weekend. His place on the field is likely to come off the bench, but if the game is tight, then Viera might well be the player who changes things for the Gunners. There is no doubting that, based on these early showings anyway, that Arsenal have got themselves a lovely player in Fabio Vieira. He looks cultured with the ball, capable of playing different positions, and appears to have a goal in him as well. Vieira will need to be patient, but the Europa League is offering him good chances for minutes, and his performance on Thursday night was one of quality and assuredness. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.